Look, I'm not the one to give you hope, but maybe. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MikeOfAllTrades. Welcome back to the channel. Hi, I know it's been a while. Figured I'd talk to y'all today. It is officially the end of May 30th, when y'all are watching this. So happy middle of the year and stuff. Today we're going to talk about Summer Game Fest and IGN Live. Okay, so I was perusing through my emails and whatnot, and I got an invitation for this. I usually stream this every year. We'll be streaming this again this year and next week on the back alley and whatever else, right? So I got my press kit and whatever else for Summer Game Fest. No big deal or normal stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you get from vendors or whatever else, right? No big deal. Yeah, next week's gonna be packed, by the way. Nintendo Switch, Games Fest, some stuff I'm covering on the Figure Moat channel. But yeah, like next week is gonna be slammed, okay? But then I also got an email from IGN. And they usually hit the spam folder. Whatever else, right? And I'm reading it, and it's talking about IGN Live. And I'm like, okay, usually IGN Live goes alongside with the Summer Games Fest thing, man. They usually do their thing, and they're selling tickets this year. Downtown LA. A lot of people complain about it and about being in downtown LA because of what goes on. I literally just watched a video about the Nintendo store opening in San Francisco. And so I start perusing, I start looking, playable demos and all this other stuff, right? Normal IGN stuff, right? And then I stopped when I was scrolling the page. And then you see that right there. And I'm like, Arcade1Up, huh? And I know somebody's like, yo, so you're saying there's a chance. I don't know specifically if there is or not. But this will be on June 7th and 8th. Now, it could just be Arcade1Up, doing some press and selling some stuff. I guess they're getting sued by Atari or something, or for not making a payment or something. I don't know. Look, that's not my job. It's not my business to know about any of that stuff, right? But usually when people show up to these kind of events, it could just be Arcade1Up being there just to throw a bunch of Pac-Mans and Slimcades on the floor for people to dim out and test out. It could be a last gasp for them to show, hey, we're kind of still in business. You don't see us in our Walmarts anymore, but we're still selling cabinets. Could be an absolute nothing burger, or with a glimmer of hope, maybe it could be something new. I don't think unless there was an agreement for Arcade1Up to provide X amount of cabinet units for the floor for people to play on, for them not to take an opportunity. Knowing them, it'll be a new XL version or something, right? Which I guess if you're into it, it's not a bad thing. It all depends on what the XL is, I don't know. The wax and poetic side of people will probably be like, oh, well, can they do XL Turtles or XL X-Men? But you have to think, do they even still have these licenses? I mean, for all intents and purposes, I'm waxing poetic about this, but Love Sack's going to be there. The big couches that you order in bags, they're going to be there. So, I mean, look, all I'm saying is there's a chance. If you ain't got nothing to do next Saturday or Sunday, maybe check it out. And hey, it's a gamers thing. I'll be watching. Maybe. No, I probably have stuff to do. But I'll catch the highlights, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's gonna be a new product. Usually these type of events, they like for there to be new products, and people do their due diligence. IGN has been covering Arcade1Up products for like the last, well, since its inception. So I don't think they would invite Arcade1Up if Arcade1Up didn't have something to show. It'll be an Infinity Table Mini or some crap like that. Wait, they already made the game board. I don't know what it could be. If they're gonna show anything new. Maybe it's a partnership up with somebody. What? I don't know, man. Look, this wouldn't happen if Arcade1Up would just, tell people what's going on, but who knows. Anyway, I'm just letting y'all know, June 7th and 8th, if you're in LA, if you're going to this, let me know in the comments. If you're not in LA and you're not going to this, let me know in the comments. But no, seriously, they're gonna be there. So I'm assuming it's gonna be Cyrus. Cyrus just did an interview with GameSpot talking about Atari's Pac-Man. So who knows? Maybe there's some light in the tunnel. Anyway, if you watch this long, thanks. This might be a nothing burger. This might be a glimmer of hope for some. I don't know, but I guess we'll all wait and see together, right? I'm MikeOfAllTrades. Thank you guys for watching. I'm like the number 17 home arcade YouTuber in the space. So, thanks. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.